Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream, folks. You guys can't hear me? My mic's plugged in. Doesn't that suck? How about now, guys? Still no? How about this, guys? You guys hear me now? All right, so now that screwed up my whole opening. But what's up, guys? An absolute crazy day. Absolutely insane day. Huge sell-off in the overall markets. Huge sell-off. SPY, NASDAQ, Netflix, Peloton. Absolute bloodbath of a day. Not in True Trading Group. Monster day, home run trades all around, SPY put options. This is the type of volatility that I've been telling you about for literally about a month now, going back to the end of December. If you've been following my live streams for a while, you've been following this channel, I've been telling you to expect a 10% pullback correction this year at least. You're getting it. I told you guys that first pullback in early January that it is not a buy the dip scenario. I think the markets are going lower. That's coming to fruition here as well. Okay, I told you to expect days where the SPY is going to move 10 points in a single day. That is exactly what happened today. In fact, today, the SPY moved about, 13 points in a single day? About 13 points in a single day. That's the kind of volatility that you guys are getting right now. And the markets are trading even lower now after hours. And we are still in put options. All right. Congratulations, my TC fam. Everyone else, welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. I'll be saying congratulations to you guys in just a short while, though, for those that are new to the channel. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader at True Trading Group. TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online educational platform that is available to the retail trader today. And that's because results matter. Your results matter. Your success matters. And it has never been more important than right now when markets start to go down for you to be actually educated, to help you to learn, trade, and profit. That is exactly what happened today in chat. Members applied the knowledge that they are learning inside of True Trading Group, and they traded and most profited. If you are new, make sure you like and share this video, but more importantly, make sure you subscribe to this channel because 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here for free, where myself, other pro traders from True Trading Group, and special guests will give you guys lessons, golden nuggets of education that can help you become better traders and investors immediately. And in a market like this, literally every day counts. Why should you listen to the stuff we cover on these live streams? I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working for a hedge fund in New York City. That is where I was taught how to trade. Then 2008 happened, and that was a great recession, one of the biggest stock market crashes that probably any of you have seen in your lifetime, unless you guys were around for the dot-com bubble and then the crash in the 80s as well. But it was really the dot-com bubble and then 2008 were the two biggest stock market crashes that we have seen in the last several decades. 2008 was also the same year that I went on to receive, though, one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, perhaps more importantly than that, since 2016, my team and I at TGD have now helped thousands of retail traders from all over the world, all walks of life, of helping them achieve peace of mind, really, from financial freedom, to not panic when they see the markets go down like this, because they are educated enough to understand how to actually profit when stocks go down. At TTG, we're going to teach you how to fish, how to stand on your own 2 feet, how to become a self-sufficient trader. Trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not gambling. It's a skill. It's a skill that has to be learned like any other, especially since it is a skill that can help you guys reach financial goals that you never thought were possible. This is not about Lamborghinis and mansions. This is about educating you enough to the point where you can offset losses in your 401ks by earning income on the way down. So then you can take that profit that you are generating on the way down, and then you can put that right into the 401k as all of the lovely, darling stocks that you've grown to love so much. The Apples, the Amazons, the Microsofts, the Googles, the AMDs, the NVIDIAs of the world. You can buy them all at cheaper prices, and that's how you end up building wealth over time. I'm telling you guys this. I've been telling you this for about a month. If you follow my live streams for a while, I've literally been screaming from the rooftops, telling you this was coming. Every single live stream, I'm telling you, guys, I think we're going lower. I think we're going lower. I think we're going lower. This is not a buy the dip scenario. Expect volatility. This is going to be the year of the active trader. These are all things I've been telling you for a month. Don't take my word for it. Go back and watch all of my live streams for the last previous month. It's coming to fruition right now in front of your face. The time to get educated is literally right now. At True Trading Group, the vast majority of our members are making money because we teach you how to build your own wealth. We give you guys the tools, the education, and the community to get it done. That's what I mean by results matter at True Trading Group. But it's not my results or this person's results or that person's results. It is your results. It's your pocket. It's your bills. It's your wealth. That's what matters. On this live stream tonight, we're going to start things off with the Q&A. I know I have a bunch of people that are going to have 1,000,001 questions to ask me today, whether it's Peloton, Netflix, the overall markets, AMC, whatever it is that's going on. I know I'm going to have a lot of questions. Some people are freaking out right now. Not if you're educated, you're not. You love this. My mouth is salivating at this type of action. If you are scared right now, it's most likely because you are not educated enough. My TTG members are excited. I'm actually pissed off the market's closed right now. Okay, so I'm going to do like a 20, 30-minute Q&A session. I'm going to give some time for people to log on as well. You guys can ask me whatever questions that are on your mind. Then I'm going to spend about 15 minutes. I'll talk to you about the membership. There's a lot of people that were asking today about how do I join the platform. Now people are starting to get nervous. Now people want to actually learn what's going on in the markets, how to take advantage of this when something like this happens. Well, you should have been doing this weeks ago, but it's never too late. This is just the beginning. It's literally January 20th. We're not even one full month into the year. I expect this type of action both on the way down, also on the way up. I expect it all year long. I expect moves of this magnitude to the downside, but also to the upside. Expect it all year long. Okay? So we're going to spend about 15 minutes. I'm going to walk you guys through the membership. I'll show you the platform. There's some discounts and incentives that you guys have to join tonight. I'll take about 15 minutes. I'll talk to you about that after the Q&A. Then we're going to talk about what happened in the markets today. Massive sell-off in the afternoon. We jumped all over it. SPY put options, over a 100% gain on SPY put options here so far today. We are still in them. And if I last check, because the market, they still trade after hours, all the way to 1079 on the ask. These options are probably going to be at around $12 or so. We're in them from just over $5. So you're looking at, pushing up towards 120% gain on these SPY put options. I took the bulk of my position off the table on the SPY puts. I am in the January 28th, $454 strike put options from $5.14. $5.14. Those contracts are currently sitting over $10.50. Okay. And if we continue lower, which we are right now, but if we continue lower tomorrow, those contracts will be even higher. So I'm still in a piece of that position. I'll walk you guys through what happened today. Today was a very, very technical sell-off. There's a very specific reason why, from a technical standpoint, the market sold off today. There's also a fundamental reason why the markets may have had some additional selling pressure today, specifically, and it's not one that a lot of people have been talking about. So I'll tell you exactly what I think is going on in the overall markets, but even better, I'm going to tell you literally exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow. That's what we're going to talk about later on this live stream. And then towards the end, I'll show you guys the platform. That's True Trading Group, the courses, the tools, the resources, because it is a platform. It's not just a chat room with a bunch of trade alerts and courses. True Trading Group is literally designed to help empower the retail trader, to provide you with access to the tools and resources and information that professional traders use to make better informed decisions. Our job is to empower the retail trader. Our job is to level the playing field for the retail trader. So at the end of the live stream, when we're done with all the educational stuff, I will show you what that platform looks like for those that are interested. Okay? Now, we have a lot to go over, so let's not waste any more time. Start typing your questions in chat right now. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. There is no such thing as a stupid question. Asking questions is how you learn. So guys, without any further ado, begin typing your questions in chat right now, and let's begin that Q&A. Please talk about Netflix. What happened? Bad earnings. Quite simple, bad earnings. Netflix just got absolutely destroyed. This is disgusting. This is an absolutely atrocious move to the downside on Netflix. Just brutal. Brutal sell-off. This stock is down 21%. 21% in Netflix in one single day. This is grotesque. Massive volume bar, just a huge tumble. I don't think Netflix has ever had this. No, it never has. This is the biggest move in one day that Netflix has ever had in its life as a public company. Netflix's stock has never moved $106 in one day. Okay, this is the biggest one-day candle that Netflix has ever had. To give you an idea of the type of selling that has stepped into Netflix. Netflix just broke below a major support level down there around 460, 450. Your next major support level on Netflix is going to be down around 400. 390 to 400. 390 to 400 is your next level of support on Netflix. Now, I think that's a major level. I'd be a little surprised, to be quite honest with you, if Netflix does not bounce from 400. Okay, I do believe Netflix is a bit oversold at this point. I think there's a lot of other areas of the market that feel a little stretched to the downside that may be ready to bounce in the next couple of days. I'll talk to you about that later on the live, but just a bad earnings print for Netflix. It was their earnings were fine, but it was the guidance that was the killer for Netflix. Okay, their guidance was under what analysts were expecting out of Netflix. So the guidance for what is guidance? Guidance is what's the company going to do next quarter, right? So earnings, when a company reports earnings, it's what did we do last quarter? Guidance is what are we going to do next quarter, okay? Guidance came in under what analysts were expecting, and that's why the stock has got absolutely pulverized. Already a weak tape. Okay, the markets are already very, very weak here today. Already a very weak tape as the markets have been selling off. And then negative guidance was just another reason to just hit that sell button. And now you're getting Netflix getting smoked. I doubted myself today and did not pull the trigger on SPY trade, even though I had a gut feeling to do it. Suggestions. If you're struggling with actually pulling the trigger, okay, if you are struggling with actually pulling the trigger, I would say that maybe try reducing your position size. Okay, maybe try reducing your position size so that you won't have such a hesitation, because usually the hesitation is a fear of losing. It's a fear of being wrong. So, when people have a hard time pulling the trigger, it could be either fear of losing or lack of confidence. Now, I'm not sure what the reason is for you, but I'll give you both scenarios and you can figure out which one is most like, maybe what you're dealing with. Fear of losing, okay, maybe your position size is a little bit too big. Maybe you've lost a bunch of money in the past and you're scared to lose. If that's the case, then I would say try reducing your position size to get down to a dollar amount that you really don't care if you lose it or not. It's like if you went to the casino and you went to the roulette wheel on red or black, and it was like you put a $1 bet down. You're not going to care if you lose the $1. But if you put $100 down, you might care. So reduce your position size down to a point where you won't care if you actually lose or not, because we have to just get you in the trades in order for you to actually start to make winning trades so that you can get over that fear. The other thing that it could just be a pure lack of confidence. Now, that lack of confidence could come from various reasons. One can just come from ignorance, not like an insult, just not knowing what you're doing, right? It's like, I would not be very confident to make an incision if you just drop me into an operating room. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm not going to be confident in actually operating, right? Same thing when it comes to trading. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to be hesitating when it comes time to actually get in the game. You hesitate when it comes time to pull the trigger. So getting educated is something that can help you with that. So either, joining True Trading, I'm not sure if you're a member or not, okay, but joining True Trading, going through all of the courses, okay, going through the video library, taking the quizzes, okay, attending the study groups, but also trading on the simulator. Trading on the simulator can be a massive help for a lot of people. Trade on the simulator. The simulator is there for you. It's totally free. Don't charge you extra for it. It's there for you the whole time you're a member. You can practice trading with fake money, with real-time data still, though, so you can still follow along with everything that we're doing during the trading session. This will enable and allow you to actually build confidence by actually experiencing what it's like to be in winning trades. So the idea is when you're on a simulator, you're not going to be hesitating because it's fake money. But going through and actually making a winning trade and being right will help build your confidence. And the more confident you are, the less chance you have of hesitating when it comes time to pulling the trigger. I hope that helps. I have good trades, but I sell too early. I did that today on the SPY. What can I do to stay in winning trades longer? A couple of different things. One, tier trading. Right, tier trading method is something that I teach all of my members inside of True Trading Group. It's something I learned working at the fund. I've tweaked it so it relates to my own retail trading. I'll never trade any other way. My teaching members, I believe, are all in agreement that they will never trade any other way once you learn how to trade in tiers. Learning how to trade in tiers, T-I-E-R-S, not T-E-A-R-S. Trade in tiers so you no longer trade in tiers is actually a little saying that we have inside of True Trading Group that my members actually coined. That one didn't even come from me. Our members coined that one. I have a lot of one-liners, but I can't take credit for that one. Trade in tiers so you don't trade in tiers. I can't take credit for that one. Now, trading in tiers means that you're going to identify multiple profit targets, and you're going to take a piece of profit off when those targets are met. So instead of you trying to sell your entire position all at once, right, that's too much pressure. You don't know how far a stock's going to go. So the chances are you're always going to sell too soon if you're only selling everything all at once. The chances of you being perfect and picking the exact top of a trade, very, 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 very unlikely, nor should you ever try to actually do that. People that try to pick tops and pick bottoms will usually fail, all right, will usually fail. Your job is not to catch a stock's entire move. Your job is to identify a profitable setup and implement your strategy profitably. That's your job, okay? By identifying different targets and taking a piece of profit off, it'll help you stay in the trade longer, because if you get to profit target 1, sell 25% of your position. You get to profit target 2, sell 50% of your position. You get to profit target 3, sell the other 25% of your position. Or you can break it up 25, 25, 25, 25. There's a lot of different ways you can play with that tier trading strategy once you learn it as a member to Trading Group. But it is designed very specifically to help you stay in winning trades longer. Do you see the rotation out of tech continuing right now? If Phoenix slows the rate at which it climbs, does it continue through the year until the Fed finishes raising rates? Well, the Fed's not going to be finished raising rates, Jay Hunter, for probably 3 years. We're going to be in a rising rate environment, I think, for the next couple of years. The Fed's not just going to raise rates this year and then be done. All right. The Fed will raise rates this year. They'll also raise rates next year. So the rising rate environment is not going to be a situation that's going to last just for a couple of months. Okay, the Fed raising rates is going to last for a couple of years. Does that mean that tech goes down for a couple of years? No, of course not. All right. It just means that tech has to get back down to a valuation that makes a little bit more sense with interest rates at 3.5% rather than at 0%. And right now, the valuations on these growth companies that still a lot of them don't make any money are extremely, extremely high in comparison when you're talking about a rising rate environment. I did a live stream a couple of weeks ago specifically talking about the relationship between the rising 10-year and interest rates in general and what effect that has on growth stocks and growth companies. I highly recommend you guys go back and check out that live stream because it was, for the sake of time, I'm not going to go over all of that again. But it was a really good live stream that can really help you guys understand the correlation between rising interest rates and why that is a problem for high growth tech stocks, and then why that's a good thing for value stocks and companies that generate strong cash flows now. It's one of the reasons why, there's a couple of other reasons, but why the energy sector is doing so well, because companies like Chevron, ExxonMobil, ConocoPhillips, they have ridiculously strong balance sheets and amazing cash flow, and they are very, very, very profitable companies that generate a lot of money right now. A lot of these other companies, like a Snowflake or a Palantir, they don't make any money right now. Okay, these are, a lot of these companies are, I'm using those as an example, but just high growth companies in general, because some of these companies will operate at a loss, rather than operating at a profit when you look, further down the road. So I think that the rotation out of tech is not finished. I think that, you have to realize that money managers have been overweight tech for about 8 years. For about 8 years, every single year, one of the best performing sectors was tech, with maybe the exception of like 2016, maybe something like that. But for all intents and purposes, every year it's been tech. And there's a lot of people that have shares to sell of those companies. And the issue with these hedge funds, when you talk about managing hundreds of billions of dollars, if not some of these different management platforms like a BlackRock or something, like you're talking about over $1 trillion in assets under management. You can't sell those positions in 1 or 2 days. It can take you months to get out of the positions that you want to, because they just own so much of stuff. So I expect this rotation to be something that takes place over the whole year. And not necessarily rotation, meaning the whole year of like money coming out of tech. I don't think the tech just goes down the whole year. That would be, that's not what I'm saying. But I think that tech is going to lag a lot of the other sectors in the market. Tech is not going to be your leader, I don't think, for the next 1, 2, 3 years. I think tech will underperform a lot of the other areas of the market for the next year or two, which is why, at the end of last year, I told everybody, very publicly, I told my THD family, and I told you guys on YouTube as well, that I was selling half of all of my tech holdings in my long-term portfolio. So 50% of my tech names are gone. 50% of my holdings I sold, and I took profit. Now I've realized some of that cash position, so that if the markets do go down, and which they already are, I have a lot of cash that I can step in and I can start to buy some stuff with. But I'm not buying anything yet. The Fed hasn't even raised rates yet. And the NASDAQ is already down, 13% from its all-time highs. So the NASDAQ is already in correction territory. The SPY is not too far behind. So I think tech has to go down to about a 20%, where you get to like bear market territory in tech, for me to start to pick at some of those names. So I still think there's a little bit more downside, maybe not necessarily like right now, like tomorrow. I think there's maybe a little bit more of a move lower tomorrow. And then I think there's a bounce opportunity from there. And we'll talk about that later on in the live. What's the difference between market order and limit order, and the up and downsides of each? Sure. I'll go over this. So a market order means that you will be guaranteed your order executes, but you are not guaranteed the price of which it executes. A limit order is the opposite. A limit order will guarantee the price your order will execute, but it will not guarantee that it executes itself. So a market order is basically saying, I want to get in, I want to get out. Right now, I don't care what price I pay. Right? A limit order is, I'd like to get in or get out, but only if it's at this price. That's the difference. The pros and cons of each: the limit order, you'll know exactly the price that you're going to get. The downside of a limit order, the stock may never get to that price. You may never actually execute your trade. The positive of a market order, guaranteed you're going to get in or get out, whatever it is. Guaranteed you'll buy or sell, whatever you're trying to do. Downside, you have no idea what price you're going to get. Not no idea, but you can't control the exact price. You might try to get out at $22.11 and you get out at $22.04. You know, that's the pros and cons of those two different types of orders. I think Amazon has more room to the downside. Yeah, a little bit. I think it has room down to here. All right, I think Amazon has room down to here. At least. I think Amazon at least gets down to 2,900. Possibly even could get lower than that. I mean, honestly, if I see Amazon down around 2,500, I'm a buyer. I'll tell you guys that right now. If Amazon at some point this year gets down to 2,500, I'm a buyer. I'll tell you guys that now. That's that. I know that's a ways away, but if things get crazy this year, and for some reason Amazon does drop all the way down to 2,500, 2,600, I will be a buyer down in this region. I think that's way too good for price for Amazon. So I think 2,900 could be a little bounce area, but still not a price that I'm adding in my long-term portfolio. Peloton, what the hell? Break it down, Mr. Edward. What happened and what's next with Peloton? Peloton is in deep doo-doo. I try not to curse on here. So I'll tell you what happened with Peloton. Peloton made a massive managerial mistake. And the mistake that Peloton made was they confused the pull forward in their growth that they experienced during the pandemic. They confused that with their real natural audience. And there was such a pull forward in demand and growth and user base for Peloton. During the pandemic, everybody was on lockdown. Nobody can go to the gym. Everybody bought a Peloton, me included. Now that you're out of the pandemic and people are going back to the gym, Peloton made the error of thinking that all of the people that were subscribing to their service and buying their bikes in 2020 and then 2021, they made the mistake of thinking that that was the new normal for them. And they invested a ridiculous amount of money in inventory to keep up with that demand. Well, now that you're coming out of the pandemic, that demand has cratered. The demand for their bikes and the demand for their product and service has tanked. And now they're realizing that the growth that the company experienced during the pandemic was temporary. It's what they call the growth was pulled forward. So essentially you took, let's say, 5 years of growth and you jammed it into 1.5 years. But the company made the mistake of saying that, oh, this is the new norm. This is how many new people that we're going to continue to get to buy our bike and to buy our treadmill and to subscribe to our service. They were wrong. As you come out of the pandemic, they're not getting that same type of demand. But now they have all of this supply. So before, when Peloton went all the way to $160 a share, it was because there was way too much demand. You couldn't get a Peloton bike. You would order a Peloton, you wouldn't get it for 3 months. Literally, you wouldn't get it for weeks, months. That's how much they had no supply. You couldn't get a bike. Now, they can basically give away bikes for free. So The announcement the company made today was that Peloton was halting production of their bikes and treadmills. They were going to stop making them because there's just not enough demand. That's a problem. That's a problem. Where is the bottom for Peloton? I'd like to say $20, but I don't know what kind of financial situation this company is in now. Because if they have all this money invested in inventory, I don't know if this is going to create credit problems for them. I don't know. Listen, there's nothing wrong with Peloton, the product. Okay. There's nothing wrong with the product of Peloton. The bikes are amazing. The subscription service is amazing. It's a great product, but it was just mismanagement. So I'd look for maybe $20 to be the bottom. But you got to be careful there. Do you think Netflix is experiencing something similar as Peloton? Yeah, but I think it's a little bit different because you definitely did see an increase, with usage and subscribers for Netflix when everybody was locked at home and couldn't go to the movies. They couldn't go out. So, they can't go out to dinner on a Friday night. So instead they stay home and they watch Netflix. So you definitely had a pull forward in growth with Netflix, but Netflix has been experiencing tremendous growth for many, many years. Peloton was a flash in the pan. Peloton was a nobody. And then they came out, and then it was like the pandemic hit, and then Peloton exploded. Netflix has been growing steadily for many, many years. So it's different. Okay. The rate of change in growth that Netflix experienced was not as great as the rate of change that Peloton experienced. So it's not quite the same. The other issue with Netflix is that there's a lot of competition. Netflix is top dog in the streaming space, but there's a lot of competition. HBO Max, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, HBO Max, all these different, was it Hulu or whatever, all these different streaming services that are out there, there's a lot of options for the consumer to choose. The other thing, Netflix is the most expensive. And in an inflationary environment, when everything is going up, the cost of milk and bread and eggs and everything is going up, people aren't really excited about paying more for their Netflix subscription. They're raising their prices. Netflix just announced just the other week that they're raising their prices. Well, now all of a sudden you get this earnings today and they lower their guidance. What are you doing raising your prices if you're lowering your guidance? What are you doing? How are you going to lower your guidance, but then say, oh yeah, but wait, you know what? We're going to charge more money. You charge more money when you have so much demand that you have to raise your prices, or you can raise your prices. You don't raise your prices and then say, oh yeah, by the way, guidance next quarter, it's not going to be as good as you guys thought. Well, then what the hell are you raising prices for? And that's why Netflix is getting hit so hard right now, because people expected better guidance. Otherwise, why would you raise your prices? And I think that I think that's a lot of the reason why Netflix is getting, oh my goodness. That's a lot of the reason why Netflix is getting crushed as much as it is. Please give us a breakdown of what you see in AMC and GameStop. I would love to. Just don't chop my head off for it. I'm short AMC very publicly. I've been telling you guys for over a week. I'm short AMC from up in the low to mid 20s. Stock's now sitting at 18. I think the stock still goes lower. I have a feeling I might cover my final piece of profit on the AMC short. I think I might cover it tomorrow. I'd like for it to get down towards 17, and then I'd like to take my final profit off the table. I think that what's happening with AMC and GameStop is that they're just running out of retail buyers. I think that what is it, like 80 something percent, 85% of the float on AMC was held by like retail traders. I think it was like something like that, like something astronomical, which is unheard of. That's unheard of for a stock to have that high of a retail ownership. But I think that you're at a point where a lot of people are going back to work. I think you're at a point where, things are costing people more money and they have, less money that they're throwing into an AMC and a GameStop. I just think that it's running out of steam a little bit. And I think these stocks are starting to come back down to earth a little bit. I mean, GameStop had some pretty decent news over the last couple of months and the stock still sold off. So it's not a secret to anyone that the valuations of GameStop and AMC over 2021 were unrealistic valuations. They're valuations that the companies really had no business trading at, but nonetheless, the stocks were still trading there. And I think now these are like the epitome of the environment that we're in with a rising rate environment. And you talk about companies that have really high valuations, where those valuations that just don't really make sense for the amount of money that the companies actually make and the profit that they generate, the valuations don't make sense. And those types of companies, not just GameStop and AMC, but those type of companies that do not generate strong profit and cash flow today, the companies that don't have the net earnings to justify these wild valuations, they're getting cut. And as they should. That's how the markets work. In a rising rate environment, companies that do not have very strong cash flow and balance sheets, companies that don't make a lot of money today in a rising rate environment will usually do poorly. And they will usually underperform. And then they call them value stocks. You hear a lot of people talk about value stocks. Those are the companies that generate strong cash flow and generate a lot of earnings today, but they don't necessarily have the same growth rate as some of these other companies. In a rising rate environment, that's normal. That's how it should go. And that's why I think that these stocks are getting beat up a little bit. Please give us a breakdown of what you've seen in X. You have a lot of support in the low 20s. A lot. You have a lot of support in the low 20s. Right here, 2050 to 21. I'll just draw it out for you guys. All right, you'll see a lot of support here. See it? Right? There's a lot of support here. So, this is a pretty significant sell-off here, but everything sold off today. Today was a real washout day, and the markets needed it. The markets needed this washout day. And I'll tell you guys, that's what I'm calling this. This was a washout day, and the markets need it. You got to flush it out. Everybody that wants to sell, flush it out. Get it over with. We needed it. Today was a pure risk-off day. Everything got sold at the end of the day. Everything. Nothing went up at the end of the day. You find me a stock that made a new high of the day at 330. Find me one. Okay? Everything got sold today going into the close. So that's just pure risk off, like just a pure risk off. And I think that you get a bounce in X down around 2050 or 21. What did BBIG do at the end today? I wasn't watching because I was trading the SPY. Not terrible. That's not terrible. Preferably you would have wanted to see BBIG hold $4, but if it didn't hold $4, your next support level was 350, and it held 350 today. After 350, I start to lose interest. But if you have a bounce back day tomorrow, if like BBIG does something like this tomorrow, it's right back. It's right back in play. This is your next, this is your level of support. I would have liked for it to hold 4. 4 was a key support level, but obviously broke below 4. But this level was previously resistance. As you can see here, this is the gap entry point. So here's the gap entry. It was resistance then in mid-December. We broke through it last week, pulled back, now support. So if you stay above 350, stock still has a chance to continue its squeeze. As you know, maybe you get another kind of recharge there. The volume on this pullback is lighter, which is a good sign. So you see the volume on the way up compared to the volume on the way down. That's a good sign, which is why I feel like, okay, you know, maybe the stock can recover off of 350. And if the stock gives you like something like this tomorrow, I would say you're right back in play for a possible squeeze. Okay. So as long as that stock's above 350, I think you can keep it. You can keep a pretty watchful eye on it. Guys, I'm going to take a couple more questions. All right. Then we're going to do 15 minutes of some sales. I'll explain to you how you can join the platform. And then I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow. So keep your questions coming. I'll take like 1 or 2 more. I'll take like 1 or 2 more questions. I'll tell you how you can join the platform. And then I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow. And we'll recap, 100% gain on some SPY put options today. Do you guys realize how crazy what we've been able to accomplish so far in the month of January with SPY put options? So far in the month of January, we've only been here for a couple of weeks. We've had 194% gain, 120% gain, 69% gain, 40% gain, 100% gain. I mean, this is insane. The action that you have right now, even just trading something like a SPY index option, is insane. Insane. I've been telling you guys for weeks that this type of volatility was coming this year. Go back and watch my live streams. Was it Sunday night? Was it January 2nd? I think it was Sunday night. I mean, not January. Yeah, was it January? What was it? January. Was it the 3rd? January 2nd? January 3rd? I forgot. Whatever it was. I care. So I forgot what day it was, but you guys can go back and you guys can watch that live stream, because I told you guys on that live stream what I expect for 2022 about the type of volatility that you're going to be getting, and to expect more like a 10% pullback in the markets, to not buy the first dip because everybody's going to be accustomed to buy the first dip, right? We've talked about this for weeks. Thanks, Robin. Oh, Ribbonhead. I just read Robin Hood, Ribbonhead. Thank you. SR, could you please speak to the financial stocks, banking, et cetera, because they seem to have gone down as well? Yeah. Everything has kind of gone down. These last 2 days, it's been just a pure blanket market sell-off. Okay. Nothing has really been safe except energy. Energy is really kind of the only sector that's really been holding up, just kind of posting at all-time highs, right? Or 52-week highs, rather. Now, some of them all-time highs, some of them 52-week highs. So really, it's just been energy. It's been the XLE that's been holding up the best. Even if you look at, so that's the energy ETF, the S&P 500. You can see sitting up there right at highs, right? 52-week highs, not all-time highs. 52-week highs. You can see it just sitting up there, right? But then you take a look at like the XLK, which is technology, right? Then you take a look at XLF, which is the financials, right? Then you take a look at the XLV, which is healthcare. Like, you start to look at all of these other sectors, you see all sector. It's a blanket market sell-off except energy, which is why energy is my #1 sector pick for 2022. And so far, we've been right on that. Don't forget, guys, members and trial members, you guys it's only January 20th. It's still not too late. You guys get for free my stock market outlook for 2022. I published an 18-page report for my outlook for 2022, and I named energy as my #1 sector pick. I gave you guys a bunch of stocks too, about 5 or 6 different energy stocks that I like for 2022. And so far they've been doing really well, but everything else has really been selling off. You have a lot of the financial stocks sold off as well because of recent earnings. The reason why some bank stocks sold off is because of rising expenses. So the problem that you had with JP Morgan specifically, JP Morgan reported a real increase in costs and expenses. And that's because, and that's like a whole cost of labor and all of this type of stuff. And that really saw JP Morgan really take a hit. And JP Morgan is now down into a nice level of support. And I think JP Morgan bounces from this area. Okay. Goldman Sachs had a gap down as well, but Goldman Sachs also sitting at a key level of support. I think Goldman Sachs bounces from this level as well. But then you take a look at some of your other banks that are really tied to interest rates, like Wells Fargo, holding up the best. Now, the thing about Wells Fargo had a lot of issues over the last couple of years, and new management had to come in. They had a lot of issues over the last couple of years. They've already drastically cut costs because of some issues that they had in the past. So the issues they had in the past are actually boding well for the company now because their costs are already cut and already low. So, and they're also really tied to interest rates. So rising interest rates is going to help Wells Fargo. That's why Wells Fargo is doing better than some other companies. Bank of America, also another one that's going to do good in a rising rate environment. Citigroup also tied to that, but Citigroup has had kind of their own issues. Citigroup's kind of underperformed greatly last year, is actually overperforming though this year. So I think that the financials will recover. I think they will do better because you are going to be sitting in a rising rate environment for the rest of this year. Don't forget, the Fed has not raised interest rates yet. They're going to. I think they're going to raise rates in March. You're going to get an interest rate hike in March. That's what I believe. So I think come March, the March Fed meeting, they're going to raise interest rates. That's what I believe. So interest rates have not been raised yet. Interest rates are still at zero from a Fed funds rate. Not talking about the bond yields. Don't forget about bond yield. That's not what the banks are going to be working on. The banks will be working on the Fed funds rate. How much does it cost the banks to get money from the Fed to then borrow and then lend to you, and you pay a higher interest rate to pay them back, and then they make a bigger spread on the loans that they give out. Okay, that's how that's going to work. So I still believe that the banks are going to do well this year, or at least do better than the overall market. So I think that some of those banks on these pullbacks lately, Lori, everybody got very upset when I told everybody about, hey, financials this year too. And right off the start of the year, these banks rocked. These banks really ran pretty far, but they ran too far too fast. And now their stocks have come back down to earth, but rates are still zero. So I think that you still have a pretty good opportunity there. Oof. Man, you're making me work for this one. 3-part question. One, is TTG for beginners? 2, can you do this with a full-time job? 3, how much do I need to get started? You're really making me work for this Q&A. Okay, so is TTG for beginners? Yes and no. TTG is for everybody, for all skill levels. Okay. TTG is for people that have never traded a stock a day in their life. TTG is also for someone that's been trading for 25 years and wants to take their trading to the next level, and everything in between. There's beginner and foundation courses that will start you guys off literally from day one, never traded a stock ever. We'll walk you through that entire process. But then we also have members in True Trading Group that used to be market makers at Deutsche Bank. We have stockbrokers that work at Morgan Stanley. We have a wealth management advisor or wealth manager that manages money for 50 high net worth individuals. We have licensed financial professionals. And then, like I said, we have people that never trade a stock a day in their life. Okay. There's a lot of people on this live stream right now that did not know a single thing when they first joined True Trading Group, and now they're doing well, and now they're making money. And maybe just by a quick show of hands, if you guys want to just type the number 1 in chat right now, if when you started True Trading Group, you knew absolutely nothing, or maybe you thought you knew what you were doing, okay, but now you guys are making money, you guys can go ahead and type the number 1 in chat right now. So again, if you knew nothing when you first joined, and now you guys are making money with True Trading Group, just go ahead and type the number 1 in chat. The reason for this question is because I want to really prove to the person that asked this question, I really want you to see that a lot of people joined not knowing anything. So if you're worried about is true trading good for beginners, I understand that sometimes I might say things on these live streams that might be a little, like kind of over your head and you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Maybe this isn't for me. I don't want you to feel that way, because it really is not true. You guys are going to get a real education and a professional level education, whether you've never done this before or you've been doing this, for a full-time career. But there's a lot of information that I go over on these live streams. There's a lot of information that I provide to the YouTube community for free because I want to educate people as much as we can to empower the retail trader and really level the playing field for people. So don't think that if you don't understand something, you never will, because trust me, you go through the courses, you spend time in chat, you attend our study groups, you go through you attend our webinars. Trust me, you'll understand everything that I'm saying to you. My teaching members, whether they've joined a month ago or 3 years ago, they know damn well exactly everything that I'm talking about here right now on this live stream, and so will you. Second part of your question, can you do this with a full-time job? 100%. The majority of our members work full-time jobs. It's a huge misconception that people think like, oh, I've got to be sitting in front of my computer screen all day long in order for me to make money doing this. Not true. It's just really not true. And again, to prove it to you, I'll ask members themselves. Guys, if you are a member of True Trading Group, if you're a member and you work a full-time job and are still making money with us, type the letter I and then tell me what you do for a living. Okay, so just type the letter I and then tell me what is your profession. And again, I'm asking members themselves because, listen, I have the luxury of sitting in front of my computer screen all day long. A lot of other people don't. So it's easy for me to say, oh, yeah, you can do this with a full-time job, of course. Meanwhile, I'm sitting in front of my computer all day long. So important for you to get some members to answer these questions for you. Let's just take a look at some of the people that we are that are commenting right now. A school janitor, a flatulence analyst. Not a profession I envy. Carpenter, film business. Active Army for my boy Ryan Hellerstedt. Ryan Hellerstedt, thank you for your service, brother, from the bottom of my heart. Active military right there. A cook, systems engineer. Engineer, I made money today during a Zoom meeting. Way to go, Juan Lam. Thomas, a truck driver. Home loans. Police sergeant detective. Yes, Nick Lowry. Sales, cabinet prints, a barber, utilities, computer stuff, active duty soldier, another one, Jeremy Augustin. Thank you for your service. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. What did I just get? Oh, here we go. All right, tobacconist, neurosurgery, electrician, a lifeguard, works for the Navy, another. I love it. Okay, you guys get the points. You can see all the comments that are coming through there in chat. So like I said, yes, you absolutely can do this while working a full-time job. And then the last part of your question was, how much do you need to start? And that was the last part of your question, right? I think so. Another common misconception that people feel like, oh, I need tens of thousands of dollars in order to make money in the markets in order to be a trader. It's not true. It's really not. And again, I'll ask members again to answer these questions for you because I think it means more when members answer the questions themselves than if I answer it for you. A couple $100, guys. I mean, we have members that have started with $100 and have turned it into 5-figure accounts. And to prove it to you, and again, I'll ask members to answer the questions to give you a better idea. But guys, and I'm talking directly to members now. If you are a member, if you started with less than $1,000 in your account, do me a favor, tell me what you started with and where are you today? If you guys don't mind. So again, this is for those people that started with less than $1,000. $500, $500 to $3,500. I started with $1,000, and you already know, Papa. Yes, Papa now up to a six-figure account. A six-figure account. Bruce Sears, $500. $500 for Nick Lowry is now over 45,000. That's insane. Phillips, 1K to 37K. I made another month's mortgage payment today. Way to go, Keith. Great job today, Keith. Great trading, brother. Really great trading. I saw you today in chat, my man. I started with right around 1,000. I've now tripled that. $1,000. Now it's 7,500. I started with $700 for Howard Potts. Is now past the PDT rule. Way to go, Howard. Always a milestone when you guys break out of that PDT rule. Way to go, Howard, from $700 now over 25K out of PDT rule. Woo! Way to go, Richard Fraser. I started with $1,500. I'm now closing in on close to $100,000. That's impressive. $500 for Jeremy, made over 25K since December of 2020. Yes, Jeremy, active military in the house, my brother. Yes, $500 to 25K since December of 2020. That's impressive. Absolutely beautiful. You guys get the point, right? You're seeing members comment. You don't need tens of thousands of dollars to get started. You just simply don't. It's a very common misconception in the markets. You can see for yourself members that are telling you what they started with and where they are now here today. Okay. Now listen, this question that you just asked me, actually, let's cut it there, because this actually segues nicely into the sales portion of our live stream here tonight. But the next 15 minutes, okay, I'm going to talk to you about how you can join the TeachD platform, but stick around, guys, okay, because you don't want to miss my analysis on the SPY and the overall markets. I'll share with you what happened in the markets today, how we were able to pull out 100% gain on SPY put options, and that will give you my exact game plan for tomorrow. My exact game plan for tomorrow. Okay, so just stick around. In 15 minutes, we'll talk about that. But I told you before that results matter at TTG, right? Your results matter. Your success matters. A result can be defined as an effect, a consequence, or an outcome of something. And then a result of you joining True Trading Group, putting in the effort, taking the courses, passing the quizzes, joining the study groups, attending the webinars, you statistically, fact, have a very good chance of making money and, more importantly, becoming a better trader. And again, I understand when I say stuff like that, it doesn't mean much coming from me. So let's actually ask members themselves. This question goes out to all of my TeachD members, and it's a very simple one. Are you making money? Type the number 1 in chat. You guys are becoming better traders? Type the number 1 in chat. Anyone that's not a member, that's doubting or is skeptical, I don't know if I can do this, just look at how many people are about to type the number 1 in chat. These number 1s that you're seeing fly through chat right now, that looks like a stock breaking through a resistance level. This is what I mean by results matter. This is what results look like. This is hundreds and hundreds of people that are on this live stream. There's only about 1,200 people that are watching this live right now as we speak. Look at how many people are typing the number 1 in chat. If they can do it, so can you. They found True Trading Group the same way that most of you did, and that was through YouTube. That was through one of these live streams. And they watched a couple of these live streams, and they learned more on a couple of these live streams, and they've probably learned the entire last year or 2 years of their trading career on their own. It's amazing what a real education can do for you. Another example of a result would be, and I don't make these numbers up, look them up yourself, about 90% of traders fail when they try to figure this stuff out on their own. And I give you that not because I think that True Trading Group is the only way for you guys to be successful. I don't think it's your only way. There's other ways for you guys to become successful at this, but I do think it's one of, if not the best options for people from all walks of life, okay, from, all experience levels, to give themselves the best chance to learn, trade, and profit. We help people reach their goals of consistent profitability by combining them with the professional education that I received when I worked at a fund in New York. And we pair that with premium tools from companies like TradingView, Benzinga, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, Polygon. All of these companies offer products and services that professional traders use on a daily basis to help them make better informed decisions. These products and services, if you paid for them on your own, would cost you probably $5,000 to $6,000 a year. But my team and I at True Trading Group, okay, have negotiated these deals with these companies to have their products and their services on our platform for you. You don't have to pay extra for them. They are included with your membership. That's what I mean by True Trading Group as a platform. Our goal is to level the playing field for the retail trader. Give them the education, the tools, the resources that the professionals have access to. Otherwise, you literally are getting into the boxing ring with one arm tied behind your back and blindfolded. Okay? But in order for us to make sure that we level the playing field, we've got to make sure that the TeachD platform and access to these tools and this education remains within reach financially for those people that want it. It shouldn't cost you $5,000, $7,000, $10,000, okay, to get access to this stuff. That's not a realistic number that most people in America or in the world rather could afford. We have members from all over the world. We literally have members in Canada, Mexico, Russia, India, the Philippines, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, Chile, Dominican Republic, Italy, Spain, the Netherlands, the UK. I know I'm missing a bunch, but you guys get the point. Belgium, Poland. I remember I actually just spoke to somebody that lives in Belgium this other week. We have members from all over the world. Okay. And it's important you guys understand that the price of the True Trading Group membership is normally $2,212 for the year. However, for being on this live stream here tonight, you guys can actually take advantage of the discount incentives that we have to join tonight, which is a 42% discount, which brings the price of the membership all the way down to just $12.78. Okay. So the price went from $22.12, it's all the way down to $12.78 for you tonight, right here, right now. If you go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. Okay. But you will also get 2 small private study groups included with your membership. This is a chance for you guys to get individual attention from a TTG Pro to ask questions, go over lessons and topics that you're struggling with so we can really speed up your learning curve. And the next 14 people, we've got 14 of them tonight. Everybody thank Luciano for that one, okay, for being able to get us 14. 14 laptops are available for tonight. The next 14 people to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121 will get themselves the 2 small private study groups, the 42% discount, but also a brand new laptop upon becoming TTG certified. Becoming certified is a badge of honor for our members. It literally means you've gone through all of our courses and you've passed all of our quizzes. Okay. You get a certificate, you get a green check mark next to your username in chat. It lets other people know that your opinion now carries more weight because you've gone through and passed a simplified yet expanded upon version of the stuff that I learned that I worked at the fund in New York. We'll even cover the shipping costs. We literally will ship you that laptop totally free. All right. And then last, but also certainly not least, folks, okay, is that we offer a complete full money back guarantee. Okay. But I'm actually going to make a pretty big announcement right now because Adam and I have come to a conclusion. Adam and I have come to a decision. Okay. We want TTG to be known for something. Okay. We want TTG like Geico, save you 15% in 15 minutes or less. Right. Well, it is now official. True Trading Group is now the home of the double your money back guarantee. I'm dead serious. True Trading Group is now the home to the double your money back guarantee. Let me explain to you what this means. Every single person that joins True Trading Group, if you commit to utilizing the platform that you are subscribing to, if you go through the courses, if you pass the quizzes and attend one study group. Now, listen, passing the quizzes, that's not like that's the catch. No, you get the answer key for the quizzes, but I'm telling you now, don't cheat yourself. Okay. Don't cheat yourself because if you cheat on the quizzes, you're literally only cheating yourself because it's very important that you understand what you know and what you don't know when you have real money on the line. You need to be able to go to one of the professional traders at your trading group and be like, hey, I really suck at options. Can you help me with options? Is there a workshop? Is there a study group that we can do covering options because I'm really having a hard time? Don't cheat yourself if you don't understand something. Get help. But as long as you go through the courses, pass the quizzes, and attend one study group, if you do not make back your membership fee at least once during your membership, not only will we give you all of your money back, we will give you double your money back. Yes, I'm dead serious, guys. You're going to pay $12.78 to join True Trading Group. And if you do not make that back, I am going to give you back $2,556. This way, if our program fails you, we are going to lose money. That is all the incentive that we need to make sure that you have access to the tools, the resources, the guidance, the education, and the mentorship you need to become successful. I stand behind this program. I believe in our ability to help you become successful. Your results matter at True Trading Group. Nobody else's. Yours. We put our money where our mouth is. There's not a single other group, service, or program out there that exists that would offer you a money back guarantee in full, like the way that we do. Never mind giving you double your money back. If you fail with our platform, you are still going to make a 100% return on your investment. And you need to look at this as an investment. This is not just, oh, I'm going to pay this guy in a hat with a cool painting behind him just to get his trade alerts. That is not what True Trading Group is all about. Yes, you get my trade alerts. Yes, you get the 8 other professional traders that are in chat. You get their trade alerts as well. But True Trading Group is about investing in yourself to get an education so you understand what's going on in the market, so you understand how to identify opportunities, and more importantly, how to profit from them. It's also about you getting access to tools and resources that professional traders use so they make better informed decisions. This is how we level the playing field for retail traders. Look at this as an investment. And I'm sitting here now telling you today that I am so confident in what we can provide and our ability to help you succeed that I am willing to double your investment back if you fail. I told you results matter, and this is how I prove it to you. Everything I'm saying to you is on our website. It is official. True Trading Group is now the home to the double your money back guarantee. Home of the Whopper, what's your beef? That is how I feel about True Trading Group right here, right now. Okay? You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. Guys, don't wait any longer. This craziness, this chaos that's going on in the market, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. This is what I expect, this type of action. I expect this all year. You're going to get rising rates. You're going to get inflation. And guess what? Oh, by the way, we just threw a wrench into the storyline here of a possible military conflict with Russia. Are you nuts? Inflation, rising interest rates, balance sheet runoff, economy opening back up at full speed, potential military conflict with Russia. What other catalyst do you need to give you some of the best volatility that you have ever seen? I'm telling you right now, literally, I've been doing this about 17 years. I'm telling you that I expect 2022 to be a record-breaking year for me. And I expect it to be a record-breaking year for my teaching family as well. Because as long as you are an educated trader, this volatility is where you thrive. This is the year of the active trader. Expect 10-point moves up and 10-point moves down in the SPY. Expect it. Get used to it. It's going to be there, just like it was there today. If this sounds too good to be true, folks, it isn't. It only sounds that way because of the garbage that you are used to in this industry. We are here to disrupt this industry and to empower you so that you guys can actually become successful and make money. Our success as a company is based on your success as a trader. It's that simple. 80% of our members are successful. We've surveyed them. We've polled them. Those are the facts. We've only had to refund 1.78% of our members. This is why we have over 9,000 members all over the world. We have only had to refund 1.78% of our members since 2017. 1.78%. And we've never denied anyone of the refund. As long as you don't make back your membership fee, you go through the courses, pass the quiz, attend a group, study group. You don't make it back, we've never denied anyone of that refund. But don't come to me in 3 months and say, yo, Mike, I didn't make any money. Your program sucks. And I'm going to say, okay, John, let me go and let me check your account. Did you go through the courses? John's like, yeah. I went through a couple of them, but I didn't finish. Okay, I go and I check. They went through not one course. I go, okay, John, did you attend the study group? Oh, I was gonna, but I got busy. Okay, I go, I check. They didn't attend the study group. Okay, cool. John, did you pass the quizzes? No, I'm not really good at test taking. Okay. My answer to you, John, would be our platform does not suck. You are just lazy. And True Trading Group is not for lazy people. There's plenty of other services and groups out there that would love to take your money and then just never hear from you guys again. True Trading Group's not one of them. If you are actually serious about learning how to make money in the markets like this, my team and I at True Trading Group will be there every single step of the way to walk you through that process. I guarantee it. And to prove that to you, I'm giving you a double your money back guarantee. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. Speaking of tools, let me actually tell you guys what you get with True Trading Group. And then we're going to get into the SPY, what happened today. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think is going to happen tomorrow. So let me just tell you what's included with your membership. For those of you that are interested in joining the platform here now, want to take advantage of that deal that I just shared with you all. You're going to get, because True Trading Group is all inclusive. Okay. There's no upsells for tools and courses and all that stuff. You get our entire curriculum. It's 17 courses, simplified and expanded upon version of the stuff I learned working at the fund. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it. It's all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. You also get our trading performance journal, which tracks your trades and then gives you details and statistics and data on what you're doing wrong, so we can figure out what needs to be adjusted. Then you get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. Let me explain this to you. Benzinga's newsfeed is a game changer for active traders. It's a fantastic service. We've partnered with Benzinga. Benzinga has their own tools and their own education platform, but they still endorse us and our platform for the massive added value that it provides for their community and for their members. The Benzinga newsfeed is fantastic. It gives you real-time breaking, up-to-the-second news alerts directly inside of chat. It also has a squawk box feature that you can turn on and actually listen to a human being actually read news headlines to you as they come across the wire. So you don't have to read the news headlines. Like if you're busy looking at other stuff, you can just leave the speaker on and just listen to the news as it comes across the wire. If you wanted that service with Benzinga directly, it's going to cost you $1,404 for the entire year. You can get that exact same news feed when you join True Trading Group and pay just $12.78 plus everything else I'm sharing with you now. You also get the Quote Media Full Book Level 2. So you're going to see all the market makers in Level 2, not just the ones that your broker is showing you. You're going to get to use TradingView's premium charting software, which is one of the top charting softwares on the market today. Also get to use our simulator, ETNA's Trade Simulator. This simulator allows you to actually trade stocks and options with fake money, with real-time data, so you guys can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. Guys, there's only 10 laptops left. We had 14. 4 people just signed up. There's only 10 left. I just want to make sure you guys are all aware of that. There's only 10 laptops left. So if you guys will really want the laptop, don't even wait for me to finish talking. Go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121. There's 10 left. Okay, 4 people just grabbed them. All right. You're also going to get the Trade Ideas scanner. Trade Ideas is literally the industry-leading scanner. Okay. John, Ryan, Vincent, and Sega. John, Ryan, Vincent, and Sega. Welcome to the TTG family, folks. So that's the 4 that just grabbed laptops. There's 10 left. ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. All right. The Trade Ideas scanner is going to make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. All right. Whether it's a small cap, mid cap, or large cap, it's broken down into those different categories. So we always, no matter what you trade, you're focused on the hottest stuff during the day. Of course, you're going to get our chat room with all of our trade alerts. And folks, it's from a group of professional traders that sports a collective win rate of over 80%. We're fully transparent. We keep a trading journal on our website. It tracks every buy and sell that all of our moderators make. So you can go see for yourself how you'd be doing if you follow those alerts. We're fully transparent. It's all right there. The wins, the losses, it's all there for you to see. You're going to get live workshops and webinars included. We do them every week. Unusual options activity, dark pool data. We have a social sentiment scanner that scours Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tells you what stocks are being talked about the most on social media. You get the 2 small private study groups that I told you about, which will be a chance for you to get some individual attention from a pro trader to ask questions and get some help. We do a lot of fun giveaways with members too. We're always giving away cash and electronics and a bunch of fun stuff. You just have to be a member. That's it. ttgoffer.com, coupon code TTG121. That'll give you the 42% discount. Valdir, welcome to the family. 9 laptops left now. Guys, these laptops are going to start to go quick. There's only 9 left. They'll probably be gone by the time I'm done talking with this live stream. So I would not hesitate. Guys, also, if anybody has questions about the membership specifically, or if maybe you're having a difficult time signing up for whatever reason, you guys can send a text message right now to Adam. Adam is my business partner, co-founder of True Trading Group. He's standing by waiting to help anybody that has questions. You can send him a text to 201-775-9702. The phone number's at the bottom of your screen. Don't call that number. It's a text number only. He literally can't answer the phone if you call. So just send a text message to that number. Okay? Just send a text message to that number if you're having a hard time or if you have questions about the membership. But yeah, my boy Tony D. Tony D, I see you. I just saw your comment about I made 12K from yesterday and today on SPY puts. Tony D. It's a pasta and meatballs kind of night, Tony. Tony's my Italian brother from another. All right. Beautiful. I've been debating between Market Rebellion and TTG. Today, it's the day I'm finally subscribing to TTG. Yes! Gina. Yes. Yes. Welcome to the family. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. Okay. The access to the tools and resources and the education that you're going to get on the Teachy platform, there really is no comparison to Market Rebellion. So I'm glad to have you part of it. And listen, nothing against the Nigerian brothers. I respect the Nigerian brothers as traders. They implement like an unusual options trading type of style and strategy, but it's definitely not for everybody. But yeah, I respect the Nigerian brothers as traders, but listen, you call a spade. Our platform is 10 times better. So welcome, Gina. I'm excited. I'm excited to have you part of the family. I really am. I'm excited to have you part of the family, Gina. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. You will not regret it. That is a promise. All right. Okay, folks. So there you have it. So again, if anybody has questions, you can send a text message to that number. We're getting pretty low on laptops here. Now Gina's about to sign up. Gina's going to grab one. So we're running pretty low on laptops here. So you guys, again, ttgoffer.com. Use that code TTG121. Make sure you click apply code so you actually get the discount. If you don't enter the code, you're going to pay full price. Don't do that. If you're on the live stream right now, you're dedicated, you're motivated, you want to learn how to do this, you're spending the time with me here. Okay. Jump on. Right, make sure you get the discount. There's also a trial. Okay. There's also a trial membership. It's only $3 for the trial. You just go to ttg3.com. ttgthree.com. Sign up today. Be in chat from Friday all the way until Friday. Okay, so the weekends don't count. All right, so if you sign up on Friday, you'll be in chat with us all the way until Friday. Like join today for the trial if you want. You get there's 3 sample courses included with your trial. Familiarize yourself with the platform and then be in chat Monday ready to kick some ass because the volatility that we're going to have here coming up is going to be insane, right? Look what happened today. Tomorrow's going to be a crazy day too. I'm going to tell you today, I'm going to tell you on this live stream exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow and get your butts in chat with me tomorrow so we can make some money together, right? And then go through the courses over the weekend and come back Monday fully ready to rock and roll. And then you'll be in chat with us all the way until next Friday. There's no auto renew. There's no recurring payment. It's just $3 one time. We do that just to make sure you're a real person. That's it. Go to ttgthree.com. If you're not a member, you guys owe it to yourself, seriously, to try this for the sake of $3. It's $3 for the trial. Literally, everybody has $3. You spend $3 on a bag of chips. I don't think a bag of chips has ever made you money. It's $3. Okay. If you're not a member, if you're not ready to join, you at least owe it to yourself in this type of market environment. You owe it to yourself to join the trial for $3. All right. So again, for the trial, it's ttgthree.com. All right. Whoo, woosah. We got a lot to go over here, folks. Let's move on. What happens if somebody just asked, what happens if you pack it in and leave? I'm at checkout, but that is a concern. Pack it in and leave. Pack it in and leave. First of all, True Trading Group is just getting started. That's number one. Number two, with or without True Trading Group, I'm doing this. I've been doing this every day. My team and I at True Trading Group, you guys have to understand this, that between myself and the other professional traders, we're in chat with you literally all day long. So we're in chat with you from pre-market all the way through till after hours. We started True Trading Group in 2016 as like a private like beta launch. And we really went live to the public in full in 2017. We have, just over 9,000 members in True Trading Group now from all over the world. We are just getting started, my friend. So somebody had said, what happens if you guys pack it in and leave? I'm on the checkout page, but this is a concern that I have. We are a business, okay? We are a business, hence me sharing with you guys kind of this little sales segment of the live stream. We have 21 employees. This is not just like something I do for fun. Like, there's 21 people that work at True Trading Group whose livelihoods depend on, the success and the growth of True Trading Group. And I assure you, when I tell you that True Trading Group is just getting started, many of you may just be learning about what TTG is over the last 1 or 2 years. Believe me, get used to the name, because it is a name that you're going to hear for a very, very, very long time. That's going to do things that is going to completely revolutionize the entire online, financial literacy and stock market education industry. And it's going to become something that I believe one day is going to be at the forefront of empowering the retail trader and providing education to retail traders and investors all over the world, as we already currently do, but on a much bigger scale. We are literally just getting started. We are not even in the first inning of this ball game. So when I say our goal is to disrupt this industry, I mean it. And anybody that's out there that is a competing platform to True Trading Group that has gotten away for years of coasting by with complete bullshit courses that provide no value whatsoever, without any type of guidance and mentorship to their members, with having to charge $10,000 to let somebody speak to you. The days of you doing that, and I'm talking directly to those people that are competing platforms that have that type of service and charge that kind of money, your days of that are over. So it's about time that real retail traders and investors get real education and real guidance and have access to real tools that can actually make an impact in their results and in their P&L. And I have no problem offering you guys that double your money back guarantee because of that. I stand behind this program. I put my money where my mouth is. So if you guys are serious about doing this, I'm serious about helping you do it. If you're not, no worries, no harm, no foul. You want to go sign up to somebody else, cool. The only thing I say to you is, if you're going to sign up to somebody else, just make sure you understand the background of the people you're signing up to. Make sure they're real professionals. Make sure that they are actually teaching you the proper information. Make sure you understand their background. If it's someone that just was in their mom's basement for 3 years and claims to have found some secret, I'd be wary of that. Okay. Speaking of just getting started, guys, tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, all members of True Trading Group, this is kind of a side note, all members at 8:30 p.m. Eastern tonight, if you guys are available, join Adam and myself in the main chat room. We're going to have a special little family meeting. All right, we're going to have a special family meeting tonight in the main chat room, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay, we're going to open the chat at 8 p.m. and then we're going to have a meeting at 8:30 p.m. So if you guys are available, hop on in. Nolan, you can now hop on in if you like. Nolan's the newest member of the group. There's 8 of those laptops left now. Everybody welcome Nolan. All right. Okay, folks. I'm going to take a little sip of water. I talk too damn much. Okay, what happened in the markets today? Today was a textbook dead cat bounce. Textbook dead cat bounce. What is a dead cat bounce? A dead cat bounce is when a stock, or in this case, a market, is in a very clear downtrend, encounters a support level, and then starts to bounce, makes people feel like the selling is over, and maybe this is going to be a reversal. And then the buying runs out of steam, the selling accelerates again, and then the stock continues lower. Today was a textbook example of a dead cat bounce. Now, I will draw a line across a key area of support, which is yesterday's low. Let me actually share my screen with you first so you guys can see. So there's the line. There's yesterday's low, the green arrow. There's previous support back in the middle of December. And then there's more support in the beginning of December. Okay. So today I'm going to leave this line here. Let's go to the intraday chart. Now, the intraday chart, what you'll see is yesterday's low is right at where? This is that same line, right? It's that same line that I just drew on the chart for you. So we found support at yesterday's low, and then we gapped up today. So you see we had the gap up today. Then the stock market continued higher. But what did we just do? All we did was find resistance, okay, up at in yesterday's area. Let me actually just draw it this way. This would be easier, I think, for you guys to see. If I draw the resistance this way. If I draw it as kind of like a like a range, right? So let's do this. Let's make this red. Let's make this red. Okay. So you see how for the last 2 days, the SPY was unable to get back above this level. See this little area right here, this little price area? Well, what happened today? Today we ran right up into that area, right? Ran right up into that area. And then we start to pull back. We start to pull back. Now, I'm still not jumping on SPY put options there just yet. And then all of a sudden we cracked VWAP, right? We cracked VWAP and then we gave up the initial morning high. There was your initial morning high. All right, there it was. We gave up the initial morning high, which is a key level of support. When you'll learn this as a member of True Trading Group, but the initial morning high is a significant area when you guys are going through technical analysis. And we had this big bounce back today, and then we gave it up. We gave it up later in the day. And once we gave it up right there, we got rejected at VWAP. And that is when I jumped on right there. I jumped on SPY put options. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm jumping on SPY put options here is because now this is really solidifying for me that this was just a dead cat bounce earlier in the morning. Because now, not only did we find resistance at a resistance area that's been there for the last 2 days, right? Not only did we find resistance there, but now we found resistance at VWAP, which is this orange line on my screen. The orange line is your VWAP indicator. And you'll notice that previously, this orange line was acting as an area of support, right? See it? See how that orange line is acting as support? Then we break beneath it. Now it becomes resistance. So now VWAP is resistance. We found resistance at resistance for the last 2 days. And then we drop down and we give up the initial morning high. All signs of weakness. All signs the market's running out of steam. So now I say to myself, okay, this support level, this one down here, which is the major support level that I drew for you on the daily chart, that level is in jeopardy now. That level is in trouble because now everyone that bought in the morning is starting to say to themselves, oh no, that level's not going to hold. Everybody welcome Lewis. Everybody welcome Lewis, newest member of the family. There's now 7 of those laptops left. Just 7 of the laptops left now. Okay, ttgoffer.com, ttg121. All right. So now this is the moment that people start to realize this support level is not going to hold. Now, we already realized that. And that's why we jumped in the put options. I'll give you guys the exact trade from today. It was at 2:23 p.m. I bought the January 28th $454 strike put option at $5.14. Okay, $5.14. And the rest is history. Look at that sell-off. My goodness. Look at that just complete panic. Complete panic. This is literally everyone realizing this support level is not going to hold. That the bounce we saw today off that support level was nothing more than a dead cat bounce. And now all the buying pressure ran out, the selling pressure kicks back on, and this thing just absolutely craters. So right there is when I bought the put options at $5.14. And guys, I just start literally peeling profits off the table on this trade. I ran out of shit. I ran out of contracts. I have about 10% of my contracts still live. So I still am in this trade. All right. I still am in this trade from $5.14. I took some profit at $5.62, $5.86. Okay. Took more profit. I'll give you guys all of the alerts. $6.75, $7.46, and $8.20. And I'm still in some. I'm not in a lot, but I still am in some. Everybody welcome Sai. That's Sai or Sal. I think that's Sai. Everybody welcome Sai. 6 laptops left now. 6. I told you these laptops are going to go quick. All right. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Now, everybody welcome Cy. Okay. So yeah, guys, I just start peeling profits as we start to drop. You know, I took some profit off here at what was the low of the day, right? We took some profit off here. Then we dropped down to yesterday's close, another potential area of support, took some more profit there. Then we dropped down into this support level. That is, I'll go back. Let me clean this up. All right, we dropped down to this support level, right? This one. So I took some more profits off the table, then I'll go back, right? And then we continue to just drift. We just continue, and I just held on to the rest. So I still have some of these contracts, folks. Still have these contracts, and I am looking to get some more downside tomorrow. I don't have a lot left. I got about 10% of my position left. Okay. So not too much left. But even though there's not a lot left, they can still pay big time if we get a gap down tomorrow. So now let me tell you guys what I'm thinking for tomorrow. Okay, let me tell you what I'm thinking about for tomorrow. I think today was a bit of a flush out. Okay, I think today was a bit of a flush out. And I think that this flush out can give us a gap down tomorrow. All right. Can give us a gap down tomorrow to this level. Now, this level that I just drew on my screen for you is a very important area. It is the 200-day moving average, which is this yellow line on my screen. It is also this gap fill. Okay, it is also this gap fill. So you see that gap fill right there? All right, so this is an important level. What I think happens tomorrow, and I'm going to give you my exact game plan. Okay. Tomorrow, I think we gap down to this 200-day moving average. We start the day like this. All right. We start the day like this. All right. Start the day like that. And then we bounce and finish the day like this. Okay. Where I think you can see a little bit of a bounce tomorrow. I think you gap down in the morning, and then I think we bounce in the afternoon. Okay. So gap down in the morning, trade higher later in the day. Okay. I think that this is a bit of a flush out, and I would expect a little bit of a gap down. And then I think we bounce a little bit. I think this move lower was severe enough. I think there was enough momentum. I think there was enough kind of veracity to the downside that I think it, like a rubber band, I think we can snap back a little bit. Now, I don't expect us to do this. I mean, don't look for that, right? I'm not telling you look for this tomorrow, right? But I am telling you that I think how I plan on making money tomorrow. Tomorrow, I plan on exiting my put options in the morning, taking that final piece of profit. If I'm correct, it'll probably be for 120% gain, somewhere in that region. Take that final profit off the table, and then look for call option opportunities that I can catch a move higher. I think I can get a 4 to 5 point move higher off the lows. We can probably get down to like 440, 441, maybe. Final profit on the puts, watch for a bounce back to 445, 446 in that region. And I think there's an opportunity there for traders to catch a little bit of a move on call options. So my initial thought right now, listen, tomorrow, if I come into the day tomorrow and the markets are gapping, into different places and I have to change my game plan, I will. And I'm in chat pre-market with all of our members, and I tell everybody what the game plan is and what I'm doing. And it's every morning pre-market, I tell people the game plan and what I plan on doing for the day and what my thoughts are. So tomorrow, if this changes, I'll let all of my members know while we're in chat pre-market before the bell rings. But I'm telling you guys now, I'm looking to see if we can get a little more downside tomorrow, finish the flush out, and then bounce off the 200-day moving average, bounce off that little area of support that you see back from early October of last year. That's my thought process. That's my game plan. So again, tomorrow, my P&L, I plan on it being profit from the puts from today and then profit from call options later in the day. We'll see if I'm correct. All right, but that's the game plan for me for tomorrow. All right, so there you have it, folks. That's my thoughts. That's the overall markets. That's what happened. Oh, the catalyst. The catalyst today, today was a technical sell-off because of the dead cat bounce. It was a technical sell-off and people realized that support was going to break. But there was also a fundamental catalyst lurking in the backgrounds. And this stuff with Russia is getting kind of serious. This stuff with Russia is getting a little serious. Everybody welcome Katrina. Katrina, 5 laptops left. 5 laptops left. Welcome, Katrina. TTG121 coupon code, folks. Go to ttgoffer.com. But yeah, it seems like every day that passes, the possibility of a military conflict between the U.S. and Russia over this Ukraine situation is escalating. Putin is basically calling the U.S.'s bluff and is like, yeah, whatever you guys say, I'm going to do what I want. They just held a massive military training operation with Belarus right at the border of Ukraine. All that really was a way for them to get more equipment and more soldiers, right up along the Ukraine border. The U.S. said any advancement into Ukraine at all will be seen as a pure invasion and will be met with, consequences and military force. So for that kind of statement to be said regarding Russia is actually pretty serious. You really don't hear that kind of language get thrown around between the 3 world powers, which is China, US, and Russia. You really don't hear those, you'll hear that stuff with the US and Iran. You'll hear that stuff between the US and North Korea. But it's very rare that you'll have US officials say, Russia, if you do something, we're going to respond with military action. China, do something, we're going to respond with military action. Usually you don't get a lot of that. So this is, do I think we go to war with Russia over Ukraine? No, I don't. But it's just another headline that the markets might worry about. U.S., it's just another headline that the markets might worry about. So it's something else just to keep your ears open on to see if that has any effect on anything going forward. It shouldn't really have that much of an effect. The real effect here is inflation. Earnings are coming up. Well, earnings already started, but next week's earnings, you get into the real meat and potatoes of earnings. You start to get some of the big boys start to come out next week and report earnings. And then you got the Fed meeting that's coming up as well. So you got Fed meeting, you got earnings, you've got the rising 10-year. Now you've got Russia. All of a sudden you have all these new headlines that are moving the markets. And you got to make sure you understand what those things are. Okay. So there we have that. All right, folks. That's it for the educational side. Hey, there she is. There's Gina. Welcome, Gina. Only 4 laptops left now, gang. That's it. 4 laptops left. Remember, TTG, the home of the double your money back guarantee. What are you waiting for? I'm literally telling you, if you don't make back your membership fee, I'm going to give you twice your money back. Where is your risk? You only have risk if you're lazy. If you're not going to go through the courses, you're not going to do anything, then yeah, maybe you guys shouldn't do this. It's not for you. So, if you're lazy, I guess you guys do have a reason. Spencer, guys, only 3 laptops left now. Everybody welcome Spencer. Spencer's the newest member of the group. What's up, Spencer? Only 3 laptops left, guys. TTG121 coupon code. Use it. ttgoffer.com. Let me show you the platform, actually. But I will say this. If you guys are like, hey, I'm doing this, I'm joining, don't wait for me to go through this platform because there's only 3 laptops left. All right, there's only 3 laptops left. So I would jump on them now. All right, but let me show you the platform for those that are interested because, like I said, you pay one price in TTG, the $12.78 for the whole year. You get access to everything we have. There's no upsells for courses, resources, and tools. Everything is included. So include with your membership, folks. You're going to be getting our chat room, of course. The chat room is where the moderators and I will share our screen with members. We are live on the microphone like I'm talking to you now. We're calling out what we're seeing in the markets. I told everybody in True Trading Group, I came on the microphone. I said, guys, I'm looking at SPY put options. And I went over the whole, explanation of, what I just said to you with like the pullback, the rejection, the dead cat bounce, VWAP, if we give back the initial morning high. I told everybody all day today, right? Guys, true or false? All day today, my THD fam, all day today. I must have said it 5 times. I must have said it 5 times that if we give back 455, the SPY gets back under 455, I'm getting put options. I told that to, right? True or false? My THD fam, true or false? I said, if we get under 455, I'm buying put options. What happened? We got under 455. I bought put options. What happened? 100% gain. Congrats. Guys, tonight's code word, before I continue, tonight's code word real quick. If you're not a member, don't worry about it. But if you are a member, we do a lot of fun giveaways. Code word for tonight, salivating. Code word for tonight, salivating. Salivating. Code word for tonight. Literally what I do every day when I wake up in the morning and I get to my desk and I look at the markets, I salivate. Okay. Salivating is the code word for tonight. All right. All right. Don't get this out in chat. Keep it to yourself. Salivating. Okay. So in chat, I'm on the microphone. We're calling out trades. Like I told you guys, you're going to get at least 10 easy to follow actionable real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders currently sporting over an 80% win rate. We are fully transparent. There's a trading journal on our website, keeps track of every buy and sell that our moderators make. Okay. Go see for yourself all the wins and losses. Then you're going to get the 2 small private study groups I told you about. Some individual attention. You can ask questions to a THD Pro. Get some help. The Benzinga Pro newsfeed. Okay. This is live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of chat. You'll get news as soon as it crosses the wire. No more relying on delayed news feeds. Remember, everything I'm showing you is included. You do not pay extra for any of this. Okay. This is the platform that is TTG. TradingView's premium charts. One of the most commonly used charting softwares. Trade Ideas Scanner. This cloud-based AI stock market analysis platform streams live in TTG every day. It'll show you what stocks are making new highs, new lows, which ones have a surge in volume. Make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. We also have a simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money. This simulator is the same simulator that's used at Cal State University Fullerton, University of Wisconsin Whitewater, Berkeley Haas, also Illinois Tech. Use the simulator. It's available to you the entire length of your membership. Then you have our own proprietary scanner, has the same functionality as FinViz Elite, and you can also scan for crypto. We added real-time dark pool data, unusual options activity with options flow. This is stuff that only professional traders used to have access to. Not anymore. It's at the fingertips of our THD members. You guys have any idea how much this stuff would cost you if you bought it on your own? Easily $5,000 to $6,000 a year. Easily. You have a trading journal as well. The trading journal actually will track all of your trading and give you guys data and statistics so you can figure out what you're doing wrong. It's a game changer. The social sentiment scanner, like I told you before, scours Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tells you what stocks are being mentioned the most. Analyst ratings. We have a stock profile tool. We'll give you downloadable reports on any stock you wish. Unlimited. It'll tell you the analyst ratings. So before you buy a stock, you can check and see how many analysts agree with me that this is a good time to buy the stock. You also have our TGD watch list and game plan. Every single day, you're going to see through our watch list and game plan what TTG traders have their eyes on and how we intend on trading them before the market even opens. You have all of our courses. You get our full curriculum. There are no VIP courses, no pro courses that will cost you more money. Okay? There's our beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto. It's all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you guys to learn. The video library is in addition to the courses. This has over 200 hours of extra workshops and webinars on different topics that we conduct every week, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, just to name a few. And then when you're a member, you can actually attend those workshops live. You've got the forum as well. We have a forum and blog that gives you guys trade ideas and market commentary. And anything we add to the platform later in the future, like a new course, a new tool, automatically included. You don't have to pay extra for it. Now listen, full transparency. We have extra things within True Trading Group that you can buy if you want. Yes, we have extra stuff you guys can buy if you want, but no courses or tools will ever be upsold to you ever, including new courses and new tools. All of that is included. All of that is all inclusive. All right. There are only 3 laptops left. Go to ttgoffer.com. Enter the code TTG121. We are 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Over 1,400 people have taken time out of their day to leave us a review on Trustpilot. Go read them. Go read the good. Go read the bad. Make a decision for yourself. There's no better review than one from your peers. There's 3 of those laptops left. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that is how you will know you're getting one of the laptops, because there's only 3 left. As long as you see a laptop, that means you're getting one. If you do not see a laptop, that means we've just sold out. Well, not just, that means we have sold out. Okay. And then it'll switch to an Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. Okay. Once we run out of laptops. All right. Guys, I'll say it again. TTG is now officially the home of the double your money back guarantee. And no, I'm not crazy. I see the results that our members are having. If all of our members were losing money, I wouldn't be able to offer you twice your money back. TTG would go out of business if that was the case. I am not that stupid. I see the results that our members are having. And because of that, I can confidently offer you that money back guarantee, which is double your money. You pay $12.78, you fail, you don't make your money back at least once during your membership. You do go through our courses. Did you pass our quizzes? Did you attend the study group? Yes, yes, yes. You still failed? No problem. Here's $2,556. Okay. Guys, if you see a laptop, you're getting one. Okay. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, you are getting one. Just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. All right. There you have it, folks. I'm excited for what's to come here. I'm excited for what this market is going to leave for us. I really am. This is exciting. A lot of people here have never experienced a 10% pullback in the SPY before. Never mind a 15 or 20% pullback in the SPY. It's really fun shit. It really is. It really is. It's so much fun. Look at the moves that these stocks are making. Okay. I mean, it's fun for people that are educated. For people that don't know what's happening, it's frightening. It's frightening. And all kidding aside, I don't get joy out of people losing money. I really don't. I mean, the whole reason why we have True Trading Group is because I want retail traders to succeed. The unfortunate reality is that a lot of retail traders, they put a couple $1,000 in a Robinhood account. They mess around, not knowing what they're doing. They lose it and they go, stock market's a scam. No, you're missing out on such tremendous wealth building opportunities over time. Whether you're an active trader or even if you're just a long-term investor. I mean, we do everything in True Trading Group. Whenever I add stuff in my long-term portfolio, I tell you guys, whenever I think the overall markets are going to go down and it's time to sell the long-term portfolio positions, I tell you guys, literally at the end of last year, I very publicly told everybody that I'm selling 50% of my long-term portfolio. I very publicly told you guys that. I told my members that. I told people on YouTube that. Okay. So we always help you guys kind of through that. I also published the market report for 2022. I published an entire report, 18 pages long, on why I think the energy sector is going to be the #1 performing sector of 2022. I also talked about some financial companies, some healthcare companies, but energy, my number one pick. All right. Guys, we also have a trial. Don't forget the trial. It's $3. TTGTHREE.com. It's only $3. Go check that out if you guys are unsure about joining. But I'm going to go enjoy probably an 18-year-old scotch tonight with my dinner because it's that kind of day. Don't forget, if you're a member of True Trading Group, 8 o'clock, the main chat room's open. 8:30 p.m., Adam and I have a family meeting. I'll see you guys there. If you have not done so already, join this channel now. Subscribe. Okay? Join now, subscribe, turn on your notifications, smash the like button, show me some love. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow later.